Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. We're discussing residency, permanent residence, and tax residence. There's a lot going on in the ether out there, the internet, about how residence works, golden visas, residence by investment, citizenship by investment, and quite honestly, there's just a lot of gobbledygook out there. I'm going to do this from a Thailand-centric standpoint, but I will try to say when I'm talking about Thailand and when I'm talking generally so that people understand the difference. A lot of people think they have residence in Thailand by dint of having, for example, their business visa. That's not strictly speaking true in the true sense of residence under Thai immigration law. What you have with respect to a business visa or a marriage visa or a retirement visa is what's called a non-immigrant visa in Thailand. Now, it may confer what I would call residence with a little r, like residence in the sense that you have a right of abode or right to stay in the kingdom for the period of time in which your visa is issued, but it is not residence in the sense of permanent residence. What we're talking about is lawful permanent residence in an American context. We call it permanent residence here in Thailand. Permanent residence is you have a right to live there forever, no matter what you're doing, whether you're maintaining a business, for example, or a work permit or not, whether you're married to a Thai or not, whether you're retired or not. You're a PR, you're a permanent resident. You're a resident in the Kingdom of Thailand, and the only way to take away that residency is basically to put you through proceedings, not unlike the United States, where they deport you, they strip you of your residence, now you're no longer a resident. In point of fact, that's happened so rarely in Thailand, it's almost non-existent. From a statistical level, if once you have PR in Thailand, you're a PR. It's basically just done. You're here in Thailand permanently. That leads us to tax residence, which tax residence, as we've discussed in other videos, if you're physically present in Thailand for 183 days in a given calendar year, you could be considered tax resident in the kingdom and thereby be subject to taxation, and that's going to vary depending on circumstances, but be subject to tax liability to the Revenue Department here in the kingdom. Again, that's going to be very circumstantially dependent, but again, tax residence is not the same as lawful permanent residence or permanent residence in an immigration context, and neither of them are quite the same as the quote-unquote residency you get associated for the relatively short period of time associated with, for example, a business visa. So again, there's a difference between these things that I think oftentimes people tend to overlook, and oftentimes they can conflate a lot of these concepts and sort of use these terms as if they were synonymous when in fact they are not.